Okay, all sorted.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
live, and I am going to YouTube. Okay, you can start.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hola, hola a todos. ¿Cómo estás? Hey everyone, how are you all? Me llamo Kashish. My name is Kashish, and I'm here to tell you something about Skill Live as well as their flash class that we are attending right now. So, Skill Live International is organizing some flash classes that is through Zoom and YouTube Live. We get to learn new things through YouTube Live. So, today's topic is for Spanish language, and let's see what are we going to learn today. Vamos, let's go. So here we are, language in a flash class, and that's for Spanish. So let's say hola, hola. So hola is hello in Spanish. Hope you are aware about it. That's the basic greeting. Whenever we meet someone, we do say hola, hi. Now, what is Skill Live? So through Skill Live medium, we are gonna go global. We are gonna have this flash class everywhere. They're gonna meet different people, and we're gonna have different new topics every week to learn new things. So the topic for today's flash class, everyone learns Spanish because of some particular reason. For example, I started learning Spanish because the Spanish culture is very awesome. I love, they are so fun loving, they are so energetic, and their culture, their food is delicious. So I started learning Spanish on that reason. But after I went into it, I thought that what is the basic of learning Spanish? Why should we learn Spanish? What is the need to learn Spanish? As well as what can I do further after learning Spanish? So when you start learning Spanish language, whether it is in school, whether it is through some institute, when you start learning Spanish, you learn at your particular country or at particular place. But to make it globally applicable, that you can go anywhere and work with Spanish language, you have to give a particular exam. So we are gonna learn about that exam and how is it made, how should we prepare, how should we go with it, what are the conditions, and everything today. So that exam is Delhi exam, which is famous for Spanish. I hope you might all have heard about it, about the Delhi exam. Now, what is the first full form of Delhi? What is Delhi? I have heard that name. I heard a lot, ma'am. There's some Delhi exam, but what is it? So the Delhi stands for Diplomas de Español como Lengua Extranjera. So that's a diploma of Spanish language in the like foreign language as a foreign language. So after giving this exam, you can work anywhere. You can go further with anything and do any wish you kind of job you want. You want to travel for some basic reasons. That's applicable after this exam. What is and why is it necessary? Every exam which we do, we should have confidence in us. So this Delhi exam, which is basically the highest level of Spanish exam, gives us a lot of confidence. We love it. We like to enjoy it. We like to watch it. We like to understand it. Now, going further with the Delhi exam, it is basically Spanish diploma. The official title of the name automatically certifies that it is the exam of Spanish language, and it's granted. It's the main exam by the Spain's Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports. Now, what does this mean? Whenever you give an exam, for example, if I'm preparing for a Spanish exam, that's not Indian based exam, that's a Spain based language. The exam will be the Spain based exam. So this Delhi exam is prepared by the University of Salamanca, Universidad de Salamanca. That is the University of Spain. So when the main head of this exam is the University of Spain, but in India, or I should say in many places, the exam is organized by the Instituto Cervantes. They are the organizer, where Universidad de Salamanca is the creator or designer, I should say. They design the exam, they make the question, they make the passing criteria, and they decide everything else. But obviously, they cannot come here and make everyone do the exam. So from there, we have Instituto Cervantes, which applies for the exam, which like fills the form and brings the student to a particular center and further on. Now, let us see about it more. So, this Delhi exam has 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. There are 6 levels, and each level has its own significance. What does it mean? For example, if you go through A1 level, that's the breakthrough level. The A2 is named as the wastage level. The B1 is called the threshold, as well as B2 is called the vantage level. After completing the intermediates level, which are B1 and B2, we reach to the advanced level. The advanced levels are effective operational proficiency as well as the mastery level. What is this level, ma'am? Why do we study about it? What is underneath it? How do we know about it? So, when you go for an exam, you are aware that I have my particular exam. I am aware about the contents. I am aware about the syllabus. I am aware about anything. What is this levels? What are these exams? How are they conducted? Is here with us. The first level is A1, which is the breakthrough level. What does it signify? What if I clear the breakthrough level? Am I certified? Yes. So after completing the breakthrough level, it certifies that the student is able to communicate using a language in a basic way. Situations having to do with immediate needs or everyday situations. As in, after learning the A1 level, you go through breakthrough, you have a breakthrough. Yes, okay, I am entering a new language, I am entering into new things. As soon as you enter there, you are able to communicate on regular basis. You have everyday needs which you can say in Spanish. For example, I want water, I want to buy a particular thing, I am sleeping, I am dancing. These sentences, after going through breakthrough, you are able to communicate your present tense as well as your present life. You are able to talk about you. After going through present life, we go to the next level, which is the A.2 level, which means the wastage level. Why is it called wastage? After going through the A1, you certify as A2 student, where it means that now the candidate or the student can understand commonly used everyday phrases as well as expressions related to areas of experience, especially relevant to them. For example, I can tell my basic information. I can tell my family's basic information. I can tell what do I need to shop, where do I need to shop, and why do I need to buy something, as well as my place of interest and work and etc. Things like those. Now, you learned the daily usages, then you learned a lot about your nearby surroundings. You learned talking about them in more detail. After going to beginners levels, the A1 as well as A2 are the beginners level. After you clear them, you reach to the B1 level. B1 level is a threshold level. Here, the candidate has the capacity to understand the clear text now. You can read it anywhere and you can understand the concept. This is the standard language. I should say this is the basic for the standard language. You can read anything. You can involve various topics related to work, studies, leisure. And it also signifies that I, as a student, am able to deal with more and more situations that occur while traveling. For example, if I'm traveling to Spain and I want to ask that where do I buy, I guess, bed sheets from? So we'll be able to get that conversation. We'll be able to ask as well as understand what they respond to us. This is the threshold level, which is very good if you are traveling somewhere. You want to travel to Spain, you can learn up to this level and more to know more about it. Now, Spanish is spoken to produce simple and coherent text about familiar topics, the topics from personal interest, as well as they lastly to describe the experiences, events, wishes, and hopes, as well as it is able to briefly express opinion and explain the plans. I can express my opinion. If a tourist guide is guiding me that we should go to that particular stop, I can tell them, no, I don't want to go to that spot. I want to go to that place, the place I was thinking about when I come to Spain, to visit Spain. Now, we can talk, we can communicate properly in Spanish after going through the threshold level. After the threshold, we reach to the vantage level. What is vantage? At reaching this level, we are able to interact with a native speaker. It is sufficient degree for us. It will be, we will be very fluent. We will be able to understand what is it. And of course, we will be able to communicate naturally. I don't need to pause before speaking. I can speak properly. I can learn properly, as well as I can tell some pros and cons. I can give arguments. I can understand the text. I can talk about any topic. This is very important level if you are willing to go and work in Spain or work in India in Spanish language. The B2 level is the important level for you guys if you are preparing for any jobs. So till B2 level, we are aware of a lot of things now. As we said that we are able to interact with a native speaker, that means we are a very good hold in our language. We have a very good level of understanding. We have a very good level of knowledge in Spanish language. After the intermediate levels, that is the B1 as well as the B2, after we cross them, we reach the C1 level, that are the advanced levels. Advanced level in the C1. C1 is the effective operational proficiency. What does that mean? Now, after you reach the C1, you have the sufficient linguistic competence to understand wide length of questions, words, passages, and everything. Somewhat demanding text also, excuse me, as well as to grasp implicit meaning of the same thing, or to express ourselves fluently, or to talk about something, and to be used for professional purposes. And of course, we are able to get clear, structured, detailed text on any particular topic. Some organizations are made just to write particular tasks in Spanish. For example, if there's an English paragraph and we want to convert it into Spanish. As a beginner, I will use Google. But when I reach this level, I will be easily converting them into Spanish. That will be my best way. That will be the best thing I would love to do. Even that will be an achievement for ourselves. Having the whole paragraph in English and not being irritated or troubled to convert it into Spanish. It might be a minute task for us now. After you complete the C1, the first level of advanced, you reach the C2 level, which is the mastery level. It is the Spanish diploma level and it is the mastery level. Why is it called mastery? Because as soon as we clear the level 2, we certified as sufficient linguistic and we have the best knowledge now. We have the highest degree of precision and the language users show subtle control and nuisance that allows for us to be fluent and express all kind of interaction. We are absolutely perfect with it now. Now we learned what are these levels. Why do we need to do each level? But what are the basic information for this level, for the Delhi exam? This was the level talk, like first level, second level, third level. That was level. What is the basic information, ma'am? Where do we apply from? How much marks it is? What is the passing marks? Which subjects are there? What are the concepts for exam? So we are going to start with the first topic. What is the passing conditions? So passing conditions are not the passing marks. Sorry, excuse me. The passing condition means that students should have the basic language control. For example, even if you are going for the first level or you're going for the second level, you should have that control. It doesn't mean that you can do any level and you can give the exam. No. You should have control as well as you should be using it in daily life. Now, what is the denomination of it? What does denomination mean? Ma'am, what is the way of the exam? So the text we have for Delhi consists of two parts. The first part, in which reading and writing skills are tested, candidates, as in the student, has to complete a reading comprehension. That is for 45 minutes. After that, there are tasks of writing expressions and writing paragraphs and writing interactions, which is for 25 minutes. This is the first part. As soon as we reach to the second part, there are speaking skills tests. We have the candidates are tested for how they speak. Even there are some listening comprehensions. So the listening comprehension as well as the speaking skills is different. The speaking listening comprehension goes for 20 marks, as well as the oral comprehension goes for 15 marks. So you can see, actually that's at two parts. No, it's divided into four parts. One reading, 45 minutes. Then you go writing, 25 minutes. Then you go listening, 20 minutes. And you go speaking, 15 minutes. So these are the parts. Does all these exams happen on the same day? Yes. The reading, writing, as well as the listening goes on the same day. But sometimes only, the oral is planned either 2 days before or 2 days after or a day after or on a same day. That depends upon your institute. That depends where you are giving the diploma, and it basically means that if they are free, they can take it, or they will call you afterwards or before the exam. Now, the most important question. Ma'am, I am preparing for diploma. What are the passing conditions? How much marks do I need to pass? Can I get this much and pass? According to the, if you are an Indian student and you are preparing for that exam, I am sure you might be thinking, what is the passing marks? That's the most important topic. Even not for Indian, I guess for every student, passing marks is the most important thing. So the maximum possible score of examination is 100, as in the total exam is for 100, and in each part you need to get 30 to get the overall passing grade. What does it mean? So see, this is the basic format of exam. For exam, the first thing is comprehension de lectura, which means the reading passage. So when there's a reading passage, there will be 45 minutes and four tasks, four questions, which has Tarya 1. Tarya 1 means the question 1. Tarya 1 has 5 questions. Tarya 2. Tarya 2 has 6 questions. Tarya 3 has 6 items. And again, Tarya 4 has 8 items. So in total, 25 items and 4 Taryas. That means 4 questions, which is 25% of the whole exam. After that, we have comprehension auditiva. Comprehension auditiva means the listening comprehension. When you go for a listening comprehension, there will be again 4 questions. Sometimes there is 3, sometimes there is 2, depending upon your pattern of the paper you get. So this is for 20 minutes, 4 questions, and again 25 items, which means the first audio will be played, you have to answer 5 questions. The second audio will be played, you have to answer 5 questions. The third audio will be played, you have to answer 8 questions. And the fourth audio, you have to answer 7 questions. What do you think? Is it difficult? Kind of it is. I can say that if you don't practice, that's not an easy task. Answering and listening to something which you haven't heard before is a difficult task for sure. Now, the third part is the oral exam. Writing exam, when you have to write things, might be writing a paragraph, passage, or anything. So this has 2 parts. Tarea uno de tarea dos. Though there are always 2 parts, we have to write down things. Sometimes it's writing a paragraph on particular topic. Sometimes it's writing your letter to a friend. Sometimes it's writing about yourself. And it varies. It's depending upon what do we have to write. Sometimes it's even a iCard given on the top, and you have to look on it and write a full information biography, or I should say biodata about a person. So it varies. It varies depending upon the topic, upon the exam you're getting. So again, this is 25%. So there's 3 parts. That's auditiva, lectura, y escritas, as in the audit, the sound, listening, and writing and reading makes you 75. The last one is the oral exam, when we have to orally answer them. What happens basically is there are 7 cards in front of you, there are 7 different topics in front of you, or 5 or 3, whatever the number is. You have to pick any one card, you can pick any topic, and after picking that topic you have to talk about it, you have to say things, you have to answer them, you have to talk about it. So that's the oral exam, which is again divided into 4 parts. So actually, it's for 15 minutes, but it's basically for 30 minutes. What happens is when you pick a topic, you are given 15 minutes to prepare yourself. After that preparation, you are told to speak about them. So in these 15 minutes, there are 4 tasks. One is presenting yourself. Second is talking about a particular topic. Third is an interview with the teacher, the one who's taking your interview. And the last one could be some dialogue talking, some kind of dialogue making, or they can ask you anything, you have to answer it, a kind of a question answer round. So 4 tasks, 15 minutes, and you have to talk about them. You have to continuously speak. You might stop, but that will create a trouble because then the examiner might ask you some questions. Sorry. So rather than answering about what you learned, what you are aware, you'll have to answer them also. Now, this is the basic pattern of your exam. 4 parts, 2, and 4 questions. So almost 8, 10, 14 questions, 25% for each part. It has minutes specified, 45 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, as well as 15 minutes. After this, how are exams taken? Where should we prepare for the exam? Where should we go for the exam? Guys, there are some Delhi centers. There are some examination centers which I should say allows you to give this exam, which makes you prepared also. They prepare you for this exam, then you can go and give the exam. You might all, of course, you will get good marks if you prepare. What are these examination center? What are they do? What is the function of them? So this Delhi exam is carried in India by Instituto Cervantes. It's a wide network which is created by Delhi examinations. So currently there are over 800 centers in 100 countries. So center is not specifically that it should be a Instituto Cervantes building. No, it could be a university. It could be a teaching center of Spanish. It could be some academy. It could be some embassy. It could be some consultant center. It can be anywhere. What the center has to do, we have to go and ask for the Delhi's uh, certified. We should get the Delhi certified. There are some requirements that are set by Instituto Cervantes. So to become an examination center, we have to be reaching to their requirements, of course. So as what is the profit of being claimed by Instituto Cervantes? What is the profit? When we are claimed, we are with Instituto Cervantes, we could diversify the course that is available for offering courses, and we can prepare these examination, and its status as an examination center could draw a great number of students. For example, if I am learning Spanish, I would also like to go to an institute which is affiliated or connected with the Instituto Cervantes, because that's the most important institute. The exam centers are responsible to make you prepare. We as Still Life will prepare you for the exam. Then you will attempt exams. So Delhi is for all level. Examination centers will prepare for that. We provide you all the kind of materials you should have. We provide you with all the practice do you need. And we also help you to give Delhi exam. Like how do you apply for that and further documentations to be done. So exam center will take care of that. Uh, After this, what are the examiners about? Ma'am, it's better that if we know the examiner, we are able to give the exam. For example, we go for an Viva in our school. These days, Vivas happen a lot. Vivas are basically helpful when we are aware that who's taking the viva. Okay, she's the teacher or he's the teacher, I'll answer. I'm confident in the teacher. I am sure the teacher is not rude or something. She's polite, so I will be able to answer. So, how are the examiners? The people who can become the examiners are as follows. So, if you learn Spanish, if you wish to become a examiner in future, you can. But you should be employed in Instituto Cervantes, as in after completing all the levels, you should be a teacher in Instituto Cervantes. Teachers employed by the education officers in Spain. So, if the teacher is somewhere selected from the officers of Spain, then also she can be or he can be an examiner. Either he should be assistant as employed for a Spanish agency, or we can be a person who can speak Spanish natively. So yes, we can do that. We can learn them by learning all the levels. We can get that native frequency at the C2 level. Teachers whose mother tongue is not Spanish but who hold a university degree in Spanish or Delhi certified can be also apply for that. Excuse me. Examiners are trained through specific courses, and yes, of course, you are preparing, you are taking exams of a student. You should be prepared. You should be given the proper training. So this is the proper training that has helped. After the examiners, what are the fees? Ma'am, I belong to India. How much do I need to pay for exam? So each rupee, each level consists of different rupees. For example, if you prepare for A1 level, you need to pay 4,000 rupees. But if you go to A2 level, you have to pay 4,500, 5,500. If for the B1 level, B2 level, 6,500, and it goes on. But as you reach the C1 level, C1 and C2 has the same fees, that is the 7,000 rupees. That is the institute's fees, which you have to pay by the exam. What are the results? How are they given, ma'am? How much time will it take? So Instituto Cervantes publishes the results after 3 months. If your exam takes place in January, you'll get the result in April. If your exam takes place in June, you'll get the result in September or October, whenever it could be in whichever month they will. Now, what is the way of these results? When I am giving the exam, it reaches Instituto Cervantes. It's get checked Instituto Cervantes, then it goes to the University of Salamanca. There they get approval. After that, we get the result for that marks. The average passing rate, including all the level, is 61% for like in 2012. But the passing rate is decreased significantly with increased difficulty from A1 level, where passing rate was higher than 75 level. Now it's 61, but it was 75. Sorry. So you had to prepare more, but now they have been giving you very good help to go with. Where more than half of the participants failed the test, they had to decrease it. They had to make it easier for all the exam students. The C2 exam is considered by the most difficult exam. Obviously, you are reached at C2 level, that means you are at the topmost language. You should be one of the similar to the natives. So that is the most difficult exam. What is this recognition, ma'am? Okay, fine. I am going through everything. I am learning Spanish. I am giving the Delhi exam. I am going with everything. But what is the profit after it? How will I be recognized? Will I be able to do everything, or will I be limited to a particular situation? No, you are allowed to go anywhere and do anything. What does that mean? Delhi is an internationally recognized amongst the public and as well as the private educational institutes and authorities, as well as in business world and chambers of commerce. You can do anything if you are Delhi certified. In many countries, Delhi is being adopted by the educational centers. Excuse me. as the school is competent to have their own system of assessment, and they use their entry requirement, and they have non-native speakers which tend to learn Spanish language and become the native speakers. They are useful to affiliate the promotion. We give them promote, we do help them. We have Spain and other countries, we have tests being taken up different places, as well as we learn through different bases. While Delhi B2 certificate is normally enough to fulfill the language requirement for admittance in university. For example, if you wish, like I've done this, I want to study something in Spain. As soon as you do B2 level, you can go and study in any Spain university, and that's fine. They won't object that why haven't you done C1 and C2, and that's fine till B2 level. Somewhere the candidates who are citizen of the countries where Spanish is not the official language, they must prove that they have sufficient knowledge in Spanish. Excuse me, which is passing the Delhi exam, C1 or C2. The Delhi B2 is no longer expected in the medical training processes, the medical training places. If you are a medical student, you'll have to go with C1 and C2. But if you are a commerce student or a science student, that's fine till B2. Now, several American universities award course credit diplomas also require Spanish majors to acquire them. I learned Spanish language, ma'am. Now I am a medical student. I learned till B1 level. Can I go for a university in Spain? No. You need to prepare till C1 or C2 for going and attending a medical university in Spain. What do you mean by international affiliation? Why is it internationally affiliated? As the organizers of Delhi Institute, Delhi exam, the Institute of Cervantes and University of Salamanca are jointly the members of Association of Language Testers in Europe, which means that they communicate with the testers and they combine and have this language exam. If there's some issues and concerns, they help you with it. Instituto Cervantes, as an organizer of Delhi exam, is also a member of Sistema Internacional de Certificación del Español como Lengua Extranjera. What does this mean? It is an association that aims at enhancing the cooperation as well as the coordination in the language and the assessment of this course in order to promote the Spanish studies as a foreign language. They help us to promote everything, and when they help us to make it easy way to attempt the exam, easy, smooth, and a student should be able to understand. It should not be confusing that one need to go here, there, and it should be a process, simplified process actually. Now, by us, we are preparing you for this Delhi exam. We will prepare for you for each level. Even if you want to travel, you want to start a business in Spain, you want to go to study a Spain university, we will help you to go and prepare for that exam. So Delhi preparation Spanish program is basically for 100-hour program where we teach you the oral exam, we help you with the written exam, we help you with the speaking, writing, reading, and everything, listening. We help you with everything. So that's a 100-hour program, which is 1 year, and it has live sessions for 1 hour each, 2 days a week. So every month you're gonna have 8 classes. You might be busy with your schedule, but I think monthly 8 classes is not a big task where we can learn a new language. Finding 8 hours to ourselves for a new language, it's very happily easy. And obviously, Spanish language is a very fun language. Obviously, when you learn their things, their way of introducing, and that's so much of fun. We will also provide you the online practice platform, and we'll provide you the books. And of course, you will be Delhi certified after it. Now, we're going to learn something basic. How do you say my name is dash in Spanish? My name is Kashish, if I want to say my name. So we say me llamo Kashish. So me llamo and your name. Let us introduce, say me llamo Kashish. Let us write how do we say our names, please. Let me know what is your name. We have fun. We had a lot of things to learn. If you have any questions related to Delhi exam, or how should we apply for Delhi exam, or where do we go, ma'am, how should we prepare, it's all we are going to help you with it. Hope this was a interactive as well as full of information flash class. You learned a lot things. Hope you're going to meet very soon. What is bye in Spanish? Adios. Adios. Gracias. That's thank you. Adios. Bye bye.